Illinois State Redbirds are with us. They have a date in tomorrow's second game of the semifinals. They will play Southern Illinois. The All-Illinois semifinals will feature Loyola and Bradley in Game 1, Redbirds and Salukis in Game 2. Dan Muller's the head coach. Phil Fain and Malik Yarborough represent the student body of the Redbirds. We're going to have Dan start off with a statement, then we'll go to questions for just the two student athletes for a while. Dan, please.
Yeah, first thing, credit to Indiana State and the great careers of their seniors, specifically Scott and Murphy. Warriors, obviously Scott didn't have his best game, and I'm sure he's disappointed, but he's had a heck of a career. Proud of the guys. It was a battle. We didn't play great, but we found a way, played really, really hard. And as always this time of year, just find a way to win and move on. So it's a good win for us.
Stay right here. Go.
Malik, could you maybe talk about your frustration level of the first half, only playing 6 minutes, and what was your mindset coming into the second half?
In the first half, I just picked up 2 fouls quick, but I got frustrated in the beginning of it, but coming to the bench, Coach Muller just told me that your body language speaks loud, it screams, so I just try to be positive during the times I was out and just cheer my teammates on, be on the bench up, let them know that I'm still here for them, and I'm still fighting on the bench wherever I'm at.
I mean, were you determined at coming out for the second half just to, be on the attack offensively?
No, I just came out and played my game. I didn't try to force anything. I just let it come to me, find gaps in the defense, and make easy plays for myself instead of just trying to force it and turn over the ball.
Phil, could you talk about the team's obviously defensive effort tonight, holding these guys to 33.9%, especially after what they did to you guys in Terre Haute?
Oh, yeah, that was one of our goals. That's one of our main goals is come out and play the defense really well. And we knew last time we played them defensively, we let up, so we knew we had to be, sharp and on point with everything tonight with our defense from going from two man to man, being able to switch back and forth and still being able to be sharp.
On this side, gentlemen.
Malik, you guys, they're coming back, and, your 2-point lead with just over a minute left. Rather than, settling, you drive and take a 4-point lead. Can you kind of go over what was going through your mind on that play?
Just staying relaxed. Just staying relaxed through what's going on. Don't let anything rattle you because they're coming back. I mean, it's a game of run, so I just try to be relaxed and make the right plays for my teammates.
Malik, you had a couple fouls early. How do you expect to change that maybe moving forward in this tournament and try and be able to play your game more fully throughout the game?
I just gotta do the same thing. Just keep my hands up. Try to move my feet. I was late on closeouts and things, and that's what caused me to foul. But that's what it is. It's just me being more on point, moving faster. I think I was relaxing in the beginning of the game, and that's what caused me to get those 2 fouls.
Phil, double-double tonight. I know you're dealing with big Brandon Murphy down there. Can you just kind of talk about some things that, were working well for you tonight?
Oh, yeah, big Brandon Murphy. He's a monster down there, for sure. Yeah, it was just being able to move my feet and everything and trying to have a nose for the ball where the ball's going to come off and everything and just being able to battle down there with him. Because he's a strong man down there, but just being able, my teammates trust me, keep throwing me the ball inside and knowing that I'll kick it back out to him or do some work down there. So it's just credit to my teammates for still, even a couple shots I missed, for still giving me the ball down there and everything.
Stay 1 here and 2.
Phil, you guys have had some obviously not good defensive games. It seems like you guys are starting to string a couple of those together. Is it just finally kind of sinking in maybe at this time of year that you guys have to play defense to advance?
Best time of the year to get it together. But, yeah, I think it really is sinking in. It's finally we had 2 great practices before we came down here. They were amazing. We were defensively locked in and everything, and that's a big emphasis to us to be able to rebound and defend, and then they'll string out wins. Defense wins games.
Malik got sloppy there offensively, where there was a turnover or bad shot selection. How do you shore that up the rest of the tournament? Because obviously, one bad night can see you guys out of here.
Was that during the first? You talking about during the first?
Yeah.
I think we just got out of control for a second. We got away from what we were doing, and I mean, that's why we called the timeout to relax ourselves, get back into the game. And we just got back in the game and just did what we do best, not force anything, not take long threes, not try to go one-on-one, try to be together, and that's how we came out the win.
We have 4 minutes left in this session with the student athletes. We have 2 questions up. Go.
Coach, your team was up by...
No. Just the student athletes right now.
Oh, okay. Malik, what can you say about your team? Leading by as many as 12 points in the second half. They cut it to 2. What can you say about how you guys hung in there and won the game?
Just being poised. Just letting not getting rattled by them going on a run. Like I said before, it's a game of run, so they're gonna make a run. They make a lot of threes, so it's easy for them to jump back in games. But we just stayed poised. Kept playing defense hard, kept battling, and we just came out the win.
Malik, looking ahead to tomorrow, you guys have played 2 close games with Southern this year. What are you expecting tomorrow from the Salukis?
Expecting the same thing. Great defense. They play defense well. They really good with their hands. And we're going to focus on that a lot, just being strong with the ball, rebounding, and doing the same thing we did today, cutting down on like silly plays we were doing today, and just attack and be smart.
Okay, gentlemen, thank you very much. We'll excuse you. Stay with Coach Muller for a little while longer. The first question's right there.
Okay, now I'll ask.
Yep.
So, same question I just asked Malik. You guys are leading by 12 midway through the second half, and they cut it to 2. It's getting loud. Young team, big stage. What can you say about how you guys closed it out?
We've had a lot of close games. I think that helped. And in that situation, you really just got to get 1 or 2 stops in a bucket and make yourself feel better. I'm not exactly sure what happened. I think Malik made a big bucket. When they cut it to 2, we got to stop. Malik had a layup. They switched the ball screen. He drove. Obviously, Malik was pretty special tonight in 22 minutes to do what he did. But we've been in a lot of close games, and I think we feel very comfortable in that situation.
1, 2.
Dan, could you just talk, obviously, about the defensive effort tonight to hold this team to 33.9%?
7 are the last 7 games we've played before tonight when Phil has played, we're holding teams 37%. Now, the 2 games he was out, both teams shot over 45%. And so it's been building. We've had rebound issues up and down. Now, they had 10 offensive rebounds, but I thought we really rebounded the ball well. So I don't think it just started, but I think our guys started that buy-in a few weeks ago, and they understand your offense may not be there some nights. And, we're guarding very well right now, and everybody's pretty locked in.
Dan, as far as your offense is concerned, there were a lot of instances where you were able to create favorable defensive matchups for Malik. He was able to isolate a couple times against Murphy.
Yeah.
And then in addition to that, when they did double down on him, he did a good job of distributing and to NJ a few times.
Yep.
What were you seeing out there to be able to create some favorable defensive matchups for Malik?
Yeah, we always try to figure out where he's going to be best, whether it's off ball screens or in the post. For tonight, it was more ball screen actions, and he's just so hard to guard. If you hedge or stay with the ball screen, he's going to find guys usually. If you switch, he's going to drive bigs. I did try to keep 3 shooters out there in that second half, and I think that helped. We had Taylor and Ike and Boogie and Keyshawn in there a lot. Now, part of it was foul trouble with Matt and Madison. Not that they're not shooters, they are. But I do think those shooters did spread the court open a little bit, did get us some easy baskets.
Coach, when Keyshawn went down in the second half, fans, had to take a deep breath there. What was your reaction to all that? Were you worried about him, and do you have an update on how he's doing?
Keyshawn's just dramatic. He was tired. I think he came down on the kid's foot. I knew it was his knee, his low ankle, but, he's fine. Maybe it's a little tweak, but he's okay. He likes the attention.
In a tournament like this, survive in advance, that kind of seemed like tonight was the definition of that. It seemed like at one point either team could have taken control, and then there at the end you finally did.
Sounds like all day it was. We knew this tournament would be very close. Now in the end, the top 4 seeds won, And so it held to chalk, I guess you would say, but all close games. My guess is there's going to be 2 close games tomorrow. We've got to get some rest. I'll say it right now. I'd appreciate any short questions in there if you go in the locker room. We'd like to get out of here as quickly as possible. But we're comfortable in close games. We know we got a guard. I do think Boogie had a bad shooting night. I mean, he had some great looks. Ike had a couple great looks. So we can play much better, but we just got to keep guarding. We just got to keep guarding.
2 questions are up. 1, 2.
Dan, like I asked Malik, obviously you guys played 2 really tight games with Southern Illinois. What are your expectations for tomorrow? What do you guys really, like you say, need to do? Because obviously you guys cut down the turnovers tonight. That was one thing.
That was big. We had 7 in the first half, only 3 in the second half. Most likely another close game. You know, Wiley wasn't playing when we played him, obviously. And I haven't watched him a ton because I haven't scouted him. I watched him play other teams, but he clearly makes a difference with his play and also the depth of their team. They've give us some problems. I mean, Pippin's so good inside. They've got a whole bunch of guys, and then obviously we've turned the ball over. Last time we played, Keyshawn did not play. First time we played him, Madison didn't play. Elijah had 2 good games, so we'll see. We'll see. We know it's going to be close. I say that. We think it'll be a tough, close game against another really good team.
You certainly wouldn't give it back, but as a former player yourself, can you empathize with somebody who goes through a shooting night like Brenton Scott had tonight?
100% I can. He's had a stellar career, and he just had a obviously really, really bad night. To lose a close game like that, I'm sure is really going to be hard for him, but he's been so good. The best thing Brenton Scott does, in my opinion, I don't coach him, he's an elite competitor, and I've always admired that, the way he plays. Obviously, he's a scorer. He's wired to score. He got no conscience, but he guards, he plays hard, he rebounds, he fights, he plays with emotion. He's been a thorn in everybody's side for 4 years. Obviously, a really tough night, but it's been a pleasure to compete against him.
Back left, Dan.
Hi, Dan.
Hey.
If you answered this before I came in, you can skip it. But
okay.
All 4 teams in the semifinals
Yeah.
from the state of Illinois, guaranteeing somebody will be in the tournament.
Yep.
And there's been years where that hasn't happened.
Yeah. Too many.
Yeah. So, I mean, does that say something about either the teams in this conference or the state?
Yeah, I mean, obviously it's pretty cool. I don't know if it's the first time. Loyola's just joined the league, so not many chances. Any of the 8 teams could have won today, and so it's not like it was so dominant. And yet, to have 4 teams left it's really cool. It really is. This happens to be the first year that you'll have to excuse me, but I forget what it's called. Some Learfield, what's it called? Illinois something, Battle of Illinois, whatever it is. So it coincides with that. We didn't win that, by the way. But to have, obviously, now, if Loyola doesn't win, and I've said this many times, we deserve at least 2 teams in the tournament. So I will say that right now. But to have 4 teams is pretty cool. And hopefully what that means is we'll have a full arena tomorrow. And I look forward to our fans coming down, everybody else's.
Final question right here.
Coach Jordan Barnes obviously had a big night for the Sycamores, and with Scott leaving, he's going to basically take over that backcourt from here on out. What do you think the ceiling could be for a player like Jordan Barnes moving forward?
You know, it's hard to imagine he can make any tougher shots. I don't know what he's going to work on, but obviously he'll improve. But he is the best shot maker in our league, without a doubt. From three, maybe not from 2. He's so good. He's so good. He played 38 minutes, 4 assists, no turnovers. He is deadly. So we'll have to figure out how to guard him better in the future. And I thought we guarded him well tonight. He's a heck of a player.
Thanks, Dan.
Okay, thank you for
tomorrow.
keeping it short in there, guys. We appreciate it. We're going to go home.